Welcome to Why Should Watch. We have seen King Arthur adaptations for a very long time. The writers decided let's take a different approach and tell the story from a different point of view. Let's talk about review, origin story and the cast of this show called Cursed. Netflix is pulling a sword from a stone in its upcoming original series called Cursed. It is based on King Arthur's legend and comes from a comic book writer Frank Miller. So as we know that the legendary blade representing the salvation of Nimoy's people, sorry about the pronunciation, is destined to be pulled by the King Arthur. The teaser of the show gives a line about the legend says this sword belongs to the one true king, but what if the sword chooses a queen?
What if the sword chooses a queen?
Which is already giving me a cringy and Batwoman feeling. Now listen, I have nothing against strong female lead TV shows. I loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Nikita and Sam from SG-1, just to name the few. Like most of the audience, I just want to say that do not put these type of lines which are gonna alienate the fan base of King Arthur, which honestly haven't forgotten the Merlin and haven't forgiven for what they did to the show. All I am saying, be smart about your marketing skills. First attract all, then push the message. Let's look further what else is there. So then the trailer moves to Nimoy emerging from the water or lake that she'll eventually become the lady, wielding the blade Excalibur herself, ready to battle. Until the point I was like, so far so good. This could be a good show. And right after they introduced Arthur and Merlin, and I was like, why do you have to be so degrading and hell-bent on destroying your show before it starts? You could have simply put this show in a different timeline where there is no King Arthur and Merlin. Better yet, put her in the past before King Arthur's legend or even his family. But they wanna show that King Arthur bad and Lady of the Lake good, which is just plain stupid. So the character of Nimoy is a teenager and I don't even wanna start on why it shouldn't be a teenager. So after her mother dies, Nimoy joins Arthur, who somehow isn't a priest but actually a mercenary, to find Merlin. Then the showrunner said that Nimoy becomes a symbol of courage and rebellion for her people. Well, they are still teenagers, no one really connects with those characters so much because showrunners can't help themselves and show teenagers from present era in terms of their behavior, which would never be accepted in sword fighting days. At least in Lord of the Rings, they showed even though she wasn't allowed on the battlefield, she still snuck in. Now that's courage and symbol of rebellious. Now don't get me wrong, the show might turn out to be a very good and I will do a review then as well. But first impressions count. Let's talk about the cast. Katherine Langford. Katherine is best known for her role in 13 Reasons Why, where she starred as Hannah Baker. She is playing Lady of the Lake. No criticism here, she is a good actress, will get the job done as long as directors are utilizing what she has to offer. Belladine is here. Also some of the people that requires mention are Emily Coates, Peter Mullan, Lily Newark and Daniel Sherman.